Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Michigan State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Opening drive is stuffed with an interception. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like.
Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Important play coming on this opening day. It's third and goal. Trying to surge it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on third and goal. 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical fourth down situation.
Fires fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system.
He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
If you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Pickett. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. Under fire. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got him. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're going to go for it on 4th down with a couple of good options, a first down or a touchdown. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. There he goes. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Back to throw, it's Childs. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, Dave?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. Turning it on! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The give is to Williams. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Here come the Irish back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Great place to start for this offense. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. He's piled up 65 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but and he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. UTSA has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up 14 over Colorado State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Got him downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Looking to throw, it's Child. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellows on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage right now. They got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. The short hands, it's McCray. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. 6th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dickens. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Might be looking to run. On a little time, lets it go. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Carr. This time he's got it. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man, you can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the right. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Jukes his way for more. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Carr. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Notre Dame once back up near its own goal line, now on the move. A 1st down run in the red zone. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. He's got 93 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this 1st game. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. Got his man downfield. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Rides the back and leaves it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's Childs. Got it in the middle, it's Pickett. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Trying to take it back. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He might want another play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Creates a little space. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Quickly complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, will they try it again here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. And here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 18 over Utah State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parachek. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Complete to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sparty.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They want that clock to run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give is to Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I want...
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
On to attempt to try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Childs. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.